Hi loves, this is Rachel. Well, a couple weeks ago, I was really leaning into a block that I was having with something around what I want, what I need, what I desire. It felt really tight and messy and dark and tangled. And what was happening was a question would come to me like, what is it that you need? And I would have no idea of how to respond to that. So this is my key in life, that I need to lean into something when it's uncomfortable. It's like, okay, there's something behind that door and I need to go and see what it is. So I sat with that for quite a while, and I was actually able to uncover quite a bit of deeply held and hidden beliefs. And what I realized was that underneath it all was this belief that I don't deserve to exist and take up space. And that's at the foundation. And so if I'm struggling with this idea that I exist and I take up space, how in the world am I able to connect with any needs or desires or wants on top of that? So when I was able to see, oh, this is a belief that I've been holding on to, and I bring it out and I see it in the light of day and I say, wait a second, that's not true. I absolutely deserve to exist and take up space because, for one, I'm here and I'm taking up space, so it must be true that I'm supposed to be here. But once I bring it out and I see that it's not actually true, then I can start to connect with what is true. Okay, I do exist. And as just a little bit of a side note about that, that might sound really like extreme. And what I would say is that we probably all have really big false beliefs like this tucked really, really, really deep down. Our survivor self doesn't want us to have to connect with that because it's really painful to think that that is true. So we have a lot of defenses built up so that we never actually have to see that until something actually calls our attention and says, you need to see what's going on down there. And that's what was going on for me, that this thing with needs and wants and desires was like, Rachel, there is something else going on here and you need to keep digging in and digging in. And so I was able to unearth this piece. And it sounds really extreme, but when I bring it out into the light of day, it doesn't carry the weight that it carried when it was unconscious in my life. And I can see that it's not true, it's false. And there's a relief in that. And so it's this process of connecting with these hidden beliefs and then coming back to what is really true about who we are. So I see that at the foundation, I've been functioning from a belief that I don't really deserve to exist. I see it now in the light of day. I see that it's not true. And then I can start to connect with what I want and what I need and what I desire. And what I realized there was that my wants and my needs and desires, they absolutely are worthy of being seen and being heard and being explored. Not that everything I want and need and desire should always be given to me, that that's always the best thing. But if I'm connecting with those wants and needs and desires, that it's not something I should just throw away or hide away, but that they deserve to be seen and heard and explored. And so again, this was a really powerful process and movement for me, seeing the hidden belief, connecting with what is true about who I am. And there was a sense of, completeness and coming home within myself. A sense that some more cells of my body woke up to who I really am. And that's what I'm all about. That is what this exercising your soul is all about. And then the thing that happens is that we go back to believing that unconscious thing. Because maybe not all of our cells are awake yet to the truth of who we are. They maybe forgot and they're still trying to defend against this thing that we think is true. And so I found myself last week in a tangled hot mess again, feeling kind of frozen, like I couldn't speak up for what it was that I wanted and needed, and I didn't even know what it was that I wanted or needed. I just felt like this inside. And so I took some time and I went for a walk, and as I was walking, I realized, oh my gosh, I fell back into that place again. I fell back into that unconscious belief that I don't really deserve to exist and take up space. I shouldn't have needs. And so this is the stuff of life. It is not just the big work of uncovering hidden beliefs and reconnecting with the truth of who we are. But it's coming back and remembering that again and again and again until every cell of our body and our heart and our mind and our spirit remembers, oh yeah, who I am matters. What I want matters. What I need deserves to be seen and heard. It's this process of forgetting and remembering and forgetting again and then coming back and remembering. And so today I remember that who I am matters, that I get to take up space on earth and I get to offer the world something special just because I'm me and I'm here. What I want and what I need and what I desire are worthy of being seen and heard and explored. So today I remember, and in this space of forgetting and remembering, it's not that I want to beat myself up for having forgotten again. It's that I want to offer myself some compassion and some tenderness and some love to say, you've been believing that for a really long time. And so just take a breath, Rach, and know you're okay. You're on the journey, and all you need to do is take one step at a time. And so I offer this to you today, wherever you are at on your journey, finding what those hidden beliefs are that are unconscious, subconscious, buried deep, deep, deep down, unearthing them, bringing them to the light, and reconnecting to the truth of who you are. Because that's what's important. It's from that place that we get to live a wholehearted life. That's where we're exercising our soul. Wherever you are on your journey, I'm sending you love and peace and compassion and courage to keep exploring and reconnecting with the truth of who you are. Until next time, bye.